Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this fabulous Friday morning? I am trying to get to where I'm going, so I said, let me go ahead and throw my face on real quick. Today's going to be a great day. I'm going to a mastermind. I'm super excited. About to learn some stuff. But let's go ahead and bring in the good word. Before I get started with our devotional, my 5-day business challenge starts on Monday. Who is ready to get their business to the bank? So if you are ready for a transformation, either in your business, as a business owner, then you want to comment challenge in the comments. And a link will be sent to your DMs to come to my 5-day business challenge. Going over business structure. Is your business structured right? We don't want to build a business on faulty foundation. So is your business structured right? Are your assets protected? Do you have the proper things in place? LLCs, holding companies, parent companies, trusts. We're going to be going over how to get business funding that's solely in your business EIN. So if you don't want to be a personal guarantor, you don't want to keep running your personal credit, how do you get access to, it's so dark in here. How do you get access to funds that's solely going to be in your EIN? What contracts do you need to properly run your business? And then the second most important thing in business, marketing. How do you get your product and your service in front of everyone who has the problem that your business solves? That's your target audience. So how do you get your business in front of everyone? Oh, girl, I've been looking for this. Where you been? How you do that? So you want to comment challenge in the comments, and a link will be sent to your DM. So April 11th, Jesus calling. This is the day that I have made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Begin the day with open hands of faith, ready to receive all that I am pouring into this brief portion of your life. Be careful not to complain about anything, even the weather, since I am the author of your circumstances. The way to handle unwanted situations is to thank me for them. Come on. This act of faith frees you from resentment and frees me to work my ways into the situation so that good emerges from it. To find joy in this day, you must live within its boundaries. I knew what I was doing when I divided time into 24-hour segments. I understand human frailty, and I know that you can bear the weight of only one day it's going to be good, y'all. One day at a time. Do not worry about tomorrow or get stuck in the past. There is abundant life in my presence today. Let's get into it. This is the day that I have made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Begin the day with open hands of faith, ready to receive all that I am pouring into this brief portion of life. Begin the day with open hands of faith, ready to receive all that I am pouring into this brief portion of life. How many of us are ready to even receive what God has for us? And I know you're going to be like, I'm ready. But my question is going to be the same. How many of you guys are really ready to receive what God has for you? You know, we have our things on our vision board, and we have things on our to-do list, and, you know, we have a certain way that we think things are going to go. But what if what we're dreaming for, what if what we're asking for, what if what we're waiting for God to deliver on, what if it is too small of a task? And God is saying, you got to go bigger. How many of us are scared to think bigger than what we can humanly see possible as what we can accomplish for our future? Like, okay, well, I can see myself going from A to B, so I'm a dream A to B. But how many of us are ready to receive more than what we can see ourselves even obtaining? And I bring this up because it says, have the faith and be ready to receive all that I am pouring into this brief portion of our life. When God starts blessing, when God starts moving things around, when God starts setting you up for that overflow, sometimes it can be too much for us. Sometimes the level of success, the level of opportunity, the abundance of the blessing, sometimes that can scare us off. I remember, this may have been 2009, 2010. You couldn't tell me life wasn't perfect, right? I was single, living my best life. I didn't have no kids, had my own law practice. I'm making about $20,000, $30,000 a month. Baby, you couldn't tell me I wasn't her. And then some girl I had knew from back in the day, I had run into her, and she was in a network marketing company. And I ain't gonna say network marketing company. Stay with me. So I was like, girl, like, I'm good. Like, I was good. All the things that I had on my little to-do list, I messed his eyebrow up. I was making the money I had dreamed of. So when she came to making more money, that really didn't, like, girl, I'm good. Like, no, thanks, but no thanks. But in the book she was showing me was a picture of a guy that I had known from back in the day. And when I knew him, he was in a Chevy Malibu. And I'm like, what's David doing in this Bentley? Like, who? Well, girl, who's this? I know this person. So what is he doing to be in this Bentley? So that got me to go to a meeting. I done signed up for a little network marketing company. But the point of my story, where I'm going with this, is in that network marketing company, I saw a man that I knew. If y'all know him, David Imonitie. Talking about making some ignorant money. Making money that I never even thought or was even trying to think of making. Like, I didn't, in my wildest thoughts, I never said, I see myself making 7 figures a month. Like, I'm trying to make 6 figures in a year. That's where I was, right? And I was making 6 figures. So, baby, I'm good. A little 20, 30 grand a month. I ain't got no kids. I'm living my best life. You couldn't tell me. Like, God was blessing. But when I went to this network marketing company, and I'm seeing people that I know, I'm just seeing regular Joe Schmo people talking about making 6 figures in a month, 7 figures in a month. That had me feeling a certain kind of way. That had me feeling like, God can bless me like that? So when it says right here, be open to receive. Hold on, let me pull it back up. Be open to receive all that I am pouring into your life. God is going to scare you. For me, it was going to this network marketing meeting. And that one little network marketing company changed my life as far as my belief system. God may be showing you something in a dream. God may have put a thought in your mind. God may have put you with someone who's talking some things and you're just like, well, this is interesting, but I never even dreamed that. So it says right here, we have to be open to receive all that God is pouring into us. And in order for us to be able to receive all that he's pouring, we have to first understand we got to take our hands off the wheel of our life. We got to take it off. Yes, we have desires. Yes, we have aspirations, but we have to understand that whatever God has for us is going to be bigger and better. And a lot of times we only dream via our paycheck. Well, I can see myself getting this, so that's what I'm. We don't just dream endlessly. So, making sure that you're able to receive all that God is pouring into you. Be careful not to complain about anything, even the weather. Since I am the author of your circumstances, please do not complain about anything, not even the weather. I am the author of your circumstances. I'm going to sit right here for a second. How many of us, I got my hand up, be guilty of complaining, right? You don't know why this is happening, what's going on, this don't make sense, no, I can't believe she did it. And we get to just complaining. We mad about this, we mad about that, not realizing, baby, everything that's happening right now in your life, God already knew it was going to happen. God wanted it to happen. Not only did he know it was going to happen, he knew he was going to make certain choices and be here. For those who are asking, I'm reading from Jesus Calling Devotional, April 11th. Be careful not to complain about anything. I am the author of your circumstances. When we're going through tough times, it's easy to complain. Woe is me. Why I gotta go through this? How could they do this? Boom, boom, boom. And you have to be careful, because getting on that victim road is hard to get off. You start looking at things as a victim, like all these things are happening to me versus they're happening for my betterment. Well, you don't understand what I'm going through. Ain't no way in the world I'm going through this for my betterment. Whenever you're going through trials and tribulations, they're for a reason. God's either trying to prepare you for something, God's trying to remove something from your life, God needs you to learn a lesson. There is a reason why you're going through the madness. So if you're going through a tough time, if you're having a bad day, let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on, what am I supposed to learn here? What is the point of all of this? Like, where are we going with this? What is the lesson I'm supposed to be learning? Because once we learn the lesson that this situation, that this circumstance, that this period in our life is trying to teach us, we're going to be able to grow from that. Well, that's easy for you to say. You don't know what I'm going through in life, baby. If I had everyone on this live type in the comments what battles they was dealing with, you would see someone else's problem and pick yours up real quick, like, ooh, never mind, I'm going to keep my problems. So let me tell you how God works. Y'all ready? For those who follow me, y'all know I'm still going through a divorce. We on year 3. So, had a beautiful life on paper. Living a nightmare reality. So I had to leave a toxic marriage. Thinking I was going to leave and we're going to just be business partners and co-parents and, just be grown with the situation. That's not what happened. And so when I left, I didn't know that my soon-to-be ex was as crazy and delusional as he really was. So the second I left, it was like that mask came all the way off. So first he shot at me at our dealership, which caused me to have to just pack up and move to a new state. I moved to Florida. Then he took all the money out of our accounts. Then he locked me out of our businesses so that I had no money. I met my husband when he had 2 failing businesses. He having to turn in cars because he can't afford the note. I'm helping him turn a business. I'm partnering with him. I'm carrying the financial load of a new business we started to kind of get things going. And you know how Drake be saying, you was the woman out shooting in the gym? I was the gym. I was the gym. All right? I'm the gym. I'm the balls. I'm the lights. I'm everything. So when I met my husband financially, I was way better off than he was. But it's not all about money. You know, it's not all about money. You know, we're going to build this life together. And we built great. We built an enterprise. So I never thought that when I decided to leave, that he would just take everything. Like, we're not debating over, well, I think I should give 55%. We're not even debating over a number. The number is 0. Like, you leave with nothing. Yes, you built everything. Yes, you came into the marriage with more than I. Yes. But still, girl, you leave nothing. So I have to now start over from scratch with nothing. And I'm mad. I'm mad at God. I'm mad at my situation. Ain't nothing making sense. To add injury over insult, not only is he taken from me, but my in-laws, who've lived with me in our guest homes for the last 10 years, my in-laws, who I just bought them a Benz and a Range Rover, my in-laws are in cahoots with him. What did it say? Be careful not to complain about anything, even the weather. I am the author of your circumstances. So, me being mad ain't about to change. I don't know if this side is dark. I don't know if it's bad lighting. I don't know. We'll see. Me being mad wasn't going to change anything. What I was going through, it didn't make sense. Like, why am I? This ain't make no sense. How am I? What? So luckily, I stumbled upon a Keon Henderson YouTube video, and he was dealing with resentment. He was dealing with anger, and he was talking about how to get out of that funk. Be careful not to complain about anything. Be careful not to complain about anything, for I am the author of your circumstances. So, for a good month, I was mad, I was hurt. None of this made sense, right? God, how am I going through this? Like, I did my job. I did the work. I sacrificed. Baby, don't talk about sacrificing. Don't talk about budgets. Like, I did everything right. It don't matter what you do right. When God's trying to show something to you, when God's trying to take you somewhere else, he's going to make you hit a brick wall. And I hit a brick wall with this divorce. To add insult over injury, we have a temporary orders hearing. So in Texas, as your divorce is pending, you have a hearing that goes over like what child support is going to be, what spousal support is going to be, like what's going to happen with the finances and the custody during as the divorce is going on. Although he took all the money out the guy, I'm like, well, I know he ain't gonna. I know he's not gonna be ignorant towards this child. I know the buck's gonna stop when it comes to his child. Don't complain about anything. Don't complain about your circumstances. So we're in our temporary orders hearing. There's a cap in Texas on child support. So unlike other states like California, where child support's based on your income, in Texas, child support is capped at $10,000. If you make more than $10,000 a month, oh well, the max amount of child support you're gonna get is gonna be $1,800, unless you can show that the child has a special need, has a bodyguard, has other things. So I'm going into court knowing I'm just gonna get $1,800, right? Mind you, as I'm leaving, I'm saying, I don't want to mess with the business money. I don't want no child support. I don't want no spousal support. Like, when you have dues, you deal with dues. I think I'm being so grown with the situation. Baby, we're in that hearing. And my father-in-law, who I took care of for 10 years, he gets on the stand talking about miraculously now he has money. Like, you have money? You want Social Security? Like, what? My husband got his mink on. Baby, he pulled out all the chain. I mean, he walked in like he was gonna be in a rap video. He got the mink on. He parked the rose Cullen at the front. He got all his chains, and he go up there and say he don't have no money. What? He can't pay $1,800 in child support. He can only pay $700. He said that he works for his dad. So I left that court with getting $700 a month in child support. Now, before y'all say, girl, that's good, why are you complaining? I'm not complaining. Okay? That's not what the child support should have been. My mortgage when I left my marriage was $12,000 a month. The pool man got $2,000 a month. The gardener got $2,500 a month. So I'm not thinking I'm about to get less money for this child than the pool. Like, I'm not even thinking that we are even about to be going over. We're not going to argue over $1,800, baby. Do not complain about your circumstances. I am the author. So as I'm sitting in court, and I'm sitting in court because, number one, I got to make some money now to go pay these bills. My son is, my son is used to Benihana to go. He gonna tell you he wants some lobster and shrimp. Like, my son is very expensive. We are on Amazon twice. Like, my son has a very expensive lifestyle. So, the $1,800, I'm going into court thinking like I gotta really get my hustle on because dude's gonna eat and spend more than $1,800 a month just on his. He got a DoorDash. He DoorDashes snacks, right? Like, we're not just DoorDashing food. Like, he gonna DoorDash some candy and a Slurpee from 7. Like, that's just what he was used to. So now I'm like, oh honey, my whole life's changing, and I'm sitting in the courtroom, devastated, shocked. But let me tell you how God works, y'all. It was like God just came over me, and I had a sense of calm. He said, I got you. So I leave court, no spousal support, $700 in child support. I'm locked out of the business I started and built. I'm locked out the business that was paying my bills. The money I had access to is now gone. He took off. So it's like you take the money, you lock me out the business, how I was to earn money, and then you give me $7 a month for child support, and you kind of like, go ahead and kick rocks, go do something. What did it say? Be careful not to complain about anything. So this is where I was. This is why I'm mad. This is why I had to find something to listen to, because I found myself, woe is me, get on the phone with your mama. Girl, can you believe after all you did? And baby, them mama calls, and she right, but I'm like, mama, yeah, he out of order, but me over here on the phone talking to you about it ain't about to pay no bill. I got to make something shake. I got to make something shake, and I got to make something shake real quick. So I just said, God, you going to have to fix this. Like, this is over my pay grade. I don't know what lesson you trying to show me, but I need you to go ahead and handle this, and I let it go. What did it say? I am the author of your circumstances. Whatever you're going through, whatever issue you're facing in life, whatever calamity You got to understand, God knows that you're going through it. God is an all-knowing God. But not only does God know that you're going through this, you want to find out what's the reason. So now I have to start a new business. Now I'm in court. And before they locked me out of the software of the business, I was able to see reports, and I'm seeing they're stealing the money from the business. So not only did you lock me out the business, take all the money, now you're not even putting all the money in the business. So we have our business is like 90% cash. We have a dealership. A buy here, pay here dealership. And most of our customers pay cash. So how they're manipulating the numbers of the business is they're just not putting the cash in the bank, trying to say, oh, well, look at the bank. There's not that much money in there, so the business isn't making money. So I'm going through that for like the first half of 2022. And I say, God, I give it to you. I give it to you. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know how I'm here. But I need you to go ahead and do something. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let you go on ahead and handle it. I'm going to stop worrying about it. I'm going to stop focusing on it. And I'm going to let you do what you do. Don't complain about anything. I stopped talking to my mom about the divorce. Like, hey, I gotta focus my mind on stuff that's positive. And I had to go out and just rebuild my whole life from scratch. I had to change my mindset from saying, it's not fair. This is where I was. How come I got to start all the way over from scratch? I already spent 11, 12 years sacrificing and building an enterprise, and now I got to start. Baby, okay, you got to start all over. It is what it is. God wants you to start over. Well, how come I got to go through this divorce? I thought he was the love of your life. He wasn't the love of your life. He left. Go ahead and start over. That was my best friend. How she gonna betray me like that? She ain't your friend no more. Go ahead and start over. I worked for that job. I gave them the best 10, 15 years. How they gonna lay me off? How they gonna pick someone else over promotion? They did. Move around. That wasn't your job. I thought this business partner we was going to take this business, just ride to the sunset, but they stole the money. They stole my idea. It's over. Move on. It is what it is. You sit on that telephone complaining about your situation. You sit on the telephone mad. How they going to do me like this? They not even worried about you. They are over there living their best life. That job ain't concerned with you. That job working on they second and third quarter numbers. They know that's you up on there doing all them bad Google reviews. They're not even worried about you. That best friend that you shot Mark, she's not even thinking about you. She's out there living, or he or she is out there living their best life, while you at home, mad, a victim, got all this negative energy on you, just busting and disgusted. If God is sending you through it, it's for a reason. And once I changed my mindset to be like, all right, God, show me why, everything changed. Oh my God. All right, God, I don't know why I'm going through this, but hey, go ahead and just show me what I'm supposed to do. Just go ahead. I'm going to stop complaining about my situation. I'm going to focus on what I have and versus what I don't have. Oh, I woke up today. Oh, God is good. He woke me up. I got a place to stay. Oh, God is good. I got a place to stay. My son had a great day. Oh, and he good. That I'm focusing on what I have control over. Not, my house now is the size of my closet and bedroom, and ooh, I don't have as many cars as I used to, and ooh, back in the day, when we are stuck on what God took away, he's saying, baby, I'm about to give you more. I'm about to give you more. But sometimes God can't give us what he wants to give us because our hands are full. He got to have us lose it to have our hands open to now be able to gain more. But we so worried about holding on to the small blessing. And I'm trying to put this in your hand. I'm trying to put this in your hand, but you got to get rid of this. And we like, well, no, God, don't take nothing from me until you show me what's coming. Y'all playing with yourself. Back to our devotion. The way to handle unwanted situations is to thank me for them. The act of faith frees you from resentment and frees me to work my ways into the situation so that good emerges from it. Y'all, I wish I had like a final testimony. I don't, y'all. But let me tell you how good God is. Let me tell you how good God is. So I let it go. I let it go. All right, God. So I'm so worried about how I got locked out of my business. But God's just throwing blessings in front of my face. God's just throwing blessing over opportunity, over positive people. I mean, God's just saying, girl, you thought you were living before. Let me go ahead and have you live your best life. Let me go ahead and show you why I had to take this away from you. I'm trying to give you something better. I'm trying to give you something better. Now, I don't talk about all the goodness he's done because I'm still going through my divorce, right? And baby, I am divorcing the devil. So we gonna just testify for real after I sign them papers. But I changed my mindset to focus on how God was working, not what I had lost. How are you blessing me today? I'm thankful for the small things. I woke up. I didn't cry today. I don't have no anger today. Oh, thank you, God. And when I started thanking God on just small things, me and my son rode a bike today, and he's adjusting to this new state. Thank you, Jesus. He done found him 2 friends. Thank you, Jesus. I'm thanking God for just small things. I'm not looking for the Rolls Royce. I'm not looking for the 10, 12,000 square foot home. Now, in that season, I'm just like, God, whatever you show me right now, I'm going to be thankful for. Because if you're thankful for the small, he can give you the big. But God bless you with the Benz, and you be like, dang, I didn't get a Bentley. God bless you with the raise, and you say, dang, I only got $1 raise. I didn't get the $10,000 bonus. And God like, well, I'm trying to bless you, but let me bless you how I want to bless you. And let me kind of walk you up to where I'm taking you. But you so focused on what you don't have, it makes me no longer want to bless you. What? As I'm being thankful for the small things. Now, I'm a baby Christian, so I don't know what all the verse says. But the quick version of the verse is going to say, vengeance is mine. Like, basically, let God get the revenge. Let God get the revenge. Don't even worry about it. Don't even go on their page. Don't pray for nothing negative. Just let God get them. So I said, all right, God, I need you to go ahead and get them. Now, are you more focused on the revenge, or are you more focused on getting your win? You can't really do both. So no matter what happens to this soon-to-be ex, no matter how bad it is, that's not going to pay my bills, right? That's not going to give me no more money. So I'm focused on the goodness of God. But in the goodness of God, he's so good. God gonna show you small things. Like, so besides your blessings, besides your opportunities, you gonna maybe hear from a friend of a friend of, let me see. So if a person took the money out the business, you're going to hear about how their new business closed down, right? Or now they in bankruptcy. Through the grapevine, God is going to be like, hey, I didn't forget about you. I got this. Hey, I didn't forget about you. Here you go. So God never lets someone injure you and they just get away scot-free. You just can't focus on what the get back is. Just let God do that. But just know, whatever it is going to be more than what you're going to do. It's going to be more powerful than what you can do. The act frees you from resentment and frees me to work my ways into the situation that God emerges from. I'm still on year 3 of my divorce. I can't say, and this is how it ended. And let me tell you how God blessed me without my divorce ending. God has shown me that my win isn't my divorce settlement. God showed me that my win was getting out of a toxic marriage. My win is God showing me that my in-laws, or what I call my second set of parents, I didn't have in-laws. I had another mom and dad. That's how close we were. So I thought. God showed me, girl, you was riding and dying and fighting for and giving your last to people who hated you. Now, if someone had told me your father-in-law and your mother-in-law are gonna do X, Y, and Z to you, baby, I would have stopped being their friend. Oh, you don't know my in-laws. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. God showed me them. God showed me who I was really married to. And not only that, God has helped me I literally rebuilt a brand new life. A life that I'm proud of, a life that I love waking up to. Still in the fire. See, God is going to bless you in the fire. We think, this hair is not hairing. Let me wrap it one more time to the side. We think the answer to the problem is God restoring what he took, right? Sometimes the answer is God giving you something totally different. Totally different. Totally different. I'm about to just change your entire life. You thought you was looking for a job. He about to give you a business. You thought your boo breaking up with you was the worst thing. That wasn't even your real boo. Your real purpose partner. You stumble upon, and when you meet them, you be like, this is why God had to take this away from me. This is why I had to get fired. This is why. And once you start getting them blessings, you be like, this is why. This is why. He had to take my business because that business wasn't my destiny business. What I'm doing right now, getting people to the bank, comment challenge, to come my 5-day business challenge. This is my purpose. I'm traveling every other weekend, going to different cities, speaking. This is my best life. I don't have anxiety. I'm not with someone who's just negative and toxic and always complaining, and it don't matter what we get, it ain't enough. It's just, I am waking up, baby, control my own finances, I'm living my best life in the fire. God saying, girl, watch, I'm going to bless you so good. I'm about to bless you as you going through the fire. Like I said, I can't tell you all my blessings because I'm still on paper. But whatever you lost in the storm, God is going to give it back to you tenfold. Don't look for him to give you exactly what you lost. Look for him to give you something bigger and better. But the one thing, because I got to go. I got to get dressed. The one thing I want you to understand about being in the storm is no matter what God takes from you in the storm, he leaves you with what you need to get out of the storm. You ain't got to find no one. You ain't got to wait. Whatever he left you with is all you need to get out of the storm. When I say get out of the storm, we're not going to go from point A to Z. You can get from point A to B. So for me, I don't have any money. Like, what am I doing? I got a brain. I got a phone. I've been in business for 20 years. Let me go talk about what it's really like to run a 7-figure business. business, right? Because online they're going to say, buy my course and be a millionaire in 24 hours and be on the... That ain't real, right? So I just started talking about business tips, and this is how you run it. Like this, here are all the mistakes I made, and God just blessed my business. I know business. I know business growth. I know how long it should take to get from point A to point B. And God said, baby, we're going to go to A to F on day one. Wait, what? Whatever you need to get out of the situation you're in, you already have. You just have to repurpose what's in front of you. Well, I need some money. What you got in your closet? You got you a bag, you got you a shoe. You can go to a consignment store. You can go sell something. You got a car. You can go Uber, Lyft, medical courier. You can go take these nails off, stop buying them. You have whatever you need right in front of you to get out of the storm. You may have to repurpose what's in front of you. And once you get from point A to point B, from point B, don't look to get from, see, we want the entire blueprint. Show me how this is going to end. And he's not going to show you. God's not going to show you how it's going to end. He just wants you to follow his steps. So, where it says, I am the author of your circumstances, the way to handle unwanted situations, to thank me for them, start thanking the enemy. Thank you. Whenever I'm on a podcast, they were like, is there anything you want to tell your husband? I'm like, I want to say thank you. If I hadn't found out that my husband of 11 years was having an affair with multiple employees, I never would have walked away. I would have been so content with existing in my marriage, existing in life. I would have been content with making sure that everyone around me was happy. I was existing in life for years. I had a great life. I had a lot of great things, which made it look like a really good life, but the inside of me was dying. But I was okay with dying because everyone around me, my in-laws, my son, my bonus daughter, everyone was happy. So like I provided this great life, so I'm good. And God was like, I have something more for you. So I got to take what your comfort zone is away from you so I can now give you the more. So I always say, I'm like, and I'm not being funny, like, thank you. Like, had you not just done the uttermost, right? Had you not taken the money out the account, I would still be trying to co-parent and, we're going to be friends. This man ain't my friend. I thank you for locking me out of my own business that I built, because that allowed me to go in a whole other lane and just do it again. I thank you for stripping me of everything, because I'm the kind of person, I work the best when my back is against the wall. So sometimes when you get to a point of healing, you'll be able to thank the person for betraying you. Thank you. Thank you for closing the door. Thank you for showing me your true colors. Thank you for not giving me the opportunity. Thank you, because it allowed me to see how God wanted to really bless me. And when God wants to give you that but God blessing, that blessing where you going to be like, girl, how you, it ain't me. This ain't me, girl. This is God. Well, how you get, this ain't even me, it's God. But tell me this ain't even me, it's God. When God gives you that but God blessing, he's going to take you from being underneath the mud dirty to being white with no stains. And you're not going to be able to take any credit for it, because it was nothing but God. I'm late, y'all. I'm late. That was Jesus Calling, April 11th. I'm having a 5-day business challenge. Comment challenge in the comments if you're ready on Monday to learn how to structure your business, protect your assets, run your business legally, get funding for your business that's solely in your EIN, and learn how to market your business to your ideal client. I didn't even know this was a good little Jesus Calling. Come on. So for those who don't know, I read from the book Jesus Calling. It's a great devotional book. That was April 11th. So everyone have a fabulous day. And I will, of course, see you at the bank.